Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. Just want to give you guys my quick thought on this last weekend's big fight, McGregor-Mayweather, highly anticipated fight. A lot of people didn't take this fight too serious because they were saying McGregor is not a real boxer, Mayweather is going to destroy him in the first round. Some people thought it was going to be a quick fight, and some people were even wondering, should I even pay for this fight because it might just be a circus, it might just be a money grab, it's not a real boxing match. But let me tell you, I think it proved a lot of people wrong because it wasn't a great fight. It wasn't one of the best fights of all time like it was hyped up to be, but it was one of the best Mayweather fights I've seen in a long time. I mean, in the last 5 years that Mayweather's fought, I haven't been crazy about any of his fights because he seems like he's running around the ring. He's not throwing enough punches, and some of his fights have been boring. But this one was really exciting. McGregor came out swinging. He came out with a lot of energy in the first round. He was trying to go for the knockout. He was trying to take Mayweather out. And in the first 4 rounds, you can see, you know what? McGregor is actually not a bad fighter. And I give him a lot of credit for just being in there and lasting so long in this fight and showing that he has what it takes to be an elite level fighter, hanging in there toe to toe with Mayweather. Now towards the end of the fight, that's when he ran out of gas. That's when Mayweather's experience really kicked in and said, you know what, I'm gonna just finish this fight off because he could tell that McGregor was wasted. He ran out of gas. He just did not have anything left in the tank. He was so tired that I don't think for the last minute and a half of that round, I don't think McGregor threw one punch, and Mayweather was just throwing bombs. He was throwing a lot of bombs throughout this whole fight, actually. He was throwing more hooks than I ever seen him throw in a fight before. He's usually very careful, very cautious. But in this one, he was trying to take McGregor out early as well. But in this one, Mayweather was throwing bombs, trying to knock out McGregor, trying to end this fight as early as possible. I don't think Mayweather wanted this fight to go the distance. But it kind of worked to his advantage. McGregor tired himself out, throwing so many punches, and that's when Mayweather started to pick him apart. Now McGregor, I gotta give him credit. He landed 110 shots. That's almost 30 more shots than Manny Pacquiao managed to land in his last fight against Mayweather. So McGregor threw definitely a lot of shots, landed a lot of shots, and I was surprised at how many times Mayweather got caught with some of McGregor's big shots. In one of the rounds, McGregor just landed this upper hook shot that just rocked Mayweather. And I forgot the last time I've seen somebody catch Mayweather like that. I don't know if it's because he was out of practice, he hasn't really boxed in 2 years, or he's just a little bit rusty, or he's getting older, or all of those things. But Mayweather's defense wasn't the Mayweather defense that we're used to seeing. As a matter of fact, I was surprised that he didn't do that shoulder roll that he usually does. Mayweather usually like avoids punches by kind of like using his shoulder, and nobody could ever catch him. I don't think I saw that move the whole fight, which made the exchanges a lot more interesting because there were times where they were catching each other and they were exchanging blows. So to me, it was one of the best Mayweather fights I've seen in a long time. Now he's 50-0. He's probably going to stay retired. And I wish I could see more of that Mayweather because it was exciting to watch. This was actually one of my favorite Mayweather fights of all time because of that interaction. He wasn't being so cautious. He was actually out there trying to throw bombs, trying to knock out McGregor. Well, and like I said, I give both these fighters a lot of credit. Mayweather coming out of retirement, hasn't boxed in 2 years, boxing at 40, to stay in that kind of shape and to be able to go out there and take a risk at his undefeated record against a fighter that he's never seen even box before. You couldn't even study McGregor's boxing style because there's no video of him. So this was very risky for Floyd Mayweather. And for McGregor, this was also very risky as well, going up against one of the best fighters of all time, one of the best boxers of all time with an undefeated record. So let me tell you, McGregor, it takes a lot of cojones to do what you did, to go out there so confident and to take on such a big challenge. So I give both these boxers a lot of credit for taking the risk that they did and giving the fans what they want. And I think a lot of people, I was reading a lot of messages, a lot of stuff on social media, and I feel like a lot of people did enjoy this fight, and it wasn't a letdown. It was actually a pretty good fight. Now moving on, I would love to see McGregor doing a little bit more boxing. I know he was more of a UFC guy, but now that he's into boxing, he's proved that he could hang in there with the best. I like to see him go up against other boxers such as Canelo or Cotto. I would love to see a McGregor-Canelo fight. Maybe after the Triple G Canelo fight, maybe Canelo could fight McGregor. I think that would be a really interesting fight. And I feel like boxing right now needs a new star. And McGregor is 29 years old. He's got a lot of good years ahead of him. And he could be one of those new stars, one of the new faces of boxing, because he's really entertaining. He has a lot of energy, and the guy knows how to sell a fight. Well, that's all for today's show. What did you think about this fight? Did you feel like it was stopped a little bit too early? I think the ref did a good job because he hadn't thrown a punch in like a minute and a half, so he wasn't defending himself, and I think he could have really gotten hurt if that ref didn't stop that fight, because Mayweather was trying to take his head off. So I feel like they did a good job of stopping that fight. But did you think it was stopped too early? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching. That's it for today's episode. Please subscribe. Join me on this journey to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to reach to that 1,000. I got a long way to go, but little by little, with your help, I could do it. Thanks, guys. See you guys in the next episode. Peace out.